Hey, Misha, and it's definitely going to be an all-American weekend. Start off with Sunday, we're going to have morning clouds and fog, and we're probably going to see that stick around. Some places 9 o'clock, others 11 a.m., and it's going to stick around, but it's going to be sunny and breezy in the mountains. Coast, we're looking at a 71-degree high, 82 inland, a little bit cooler in the mountains, and warm as always in the deserts, 104. Tonight here at the coast, 11 o'clock, we're going to see 64. It's going to stay pretty much, that's our low tonight. And the clouds are really going to start to thicken up about 3, 4 in the morning with the return of that blanket of the marine layer. And today we saw highs of about 71 degrees, just shy of a couple degrees from normal thanks to that marine layer that was hanging out. And 94 degrees back in 1985 was our high. Elevated surf, strong rip currents is something to watch out for. If you are going to the beach, definitely a great idea. It's going to be sunny eventually. You're just going to have to look out for some of those rip currents. So be careful out there. Dangerous swimming conditions. Right now, temperatures across the coast, we're looking at mid-60s. Still, somebody left the oven open there in Borrego, 93 degrees. Misha? Guys? Okay, so surf report, dangerous rip currents to be careful of. 2 to 4 footers are something that we're going to be seeing all the way up to about, waist high, and we're still have water temperatures almost up to 75 degrees in some of those warm cribs in La Jolla. Tomorrow, hot and humid. Like we've said, mountain T-storms are definitely going to be on our radar. Inland valleys are going to hit almost 100 degrees on Friday. Over the next 7 days, we still have this warm condition happening all the way through till Saturday, and then Sunday, boom, we're going to drop off almost 10 degrees at 80, and not much humidity to speak of. It's going to dial it down just a bit. And then all throughout next week, we got 70s back, just a little bit closer to average. Inland valleys, whew, still warm here on Friday and Saturday, almost 100 degrees. Heat index is a little bit higher than that. And then Sunday, we're going to get rid of that humidity, still warm. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, back into the 80s. It's going to feel like fall again. The temperatures at night are going to fall. We're going to have a little bit of the breeze. It's going to look great. Let's send it back to the desk. Kathleen, we got some more news. Misha, good advice. I recommend logging off myself and getting out there right after this news show, of course, and then head east. It's going to be beautiful. On top of the Hilton Bayfront camera, we see a little bit of that marine layer intrusion heading out and hanging out of the coast, but it will be marching itself in after sunset. So here's the scope. Coastal, patchy fog. Some of it's going to be dense, up to 1/8 of a mile visibility. That's hardly nothing. Be careful out there. Sunny and hot is still going to be the rule of the week. We're going to have above average temperatures, but technically we have a cooling trend, although you probably won't notice it because it'll still remain, like we said, above normal. Right now, 78 degrees, 8-mile-per-hour winds out of the west. That's going to usher in our marine layer. Humidity still markedly lower how it feels. Outside from this time yesterday, visibility is still pretty nice. Now tonight, 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, that eclipse is going to be over with, but it's going to be 76 degrees on the coast. Light winds. We're going to see the marine layer intrude by about 11 p.m. and of course all the way through till the morning hours. Tomorrow, 83 degrees with light winds at the coast, 91 inland, 84 is going to be the comfort zone there in the mountains without a cloud in the sky. We got wall-to-wall sunshine out there for you. Total lunar eclipse is going to be full at 7:47. It's going to last for just shy of an hour, and it's going to be larger, brighter, and redder. We got 4 things going on. We got full moon, we got supermoon, we got blood moon because of the red hue, and we have an eclipse. Man, I think it's time to play the lotto. Last time we're going to see this again is 2033, so if you're having babies today, in 18 years from now, you'll probably see another eclipse. Let's take it across the county here and fly by you. If you're going to take a look from Camp Pendleton, looking east, you're going to be in the mid-60s, and pretty much that's the rule all the way through to Escondido. Encinitas, 66 degrees. Borrego Springs, beautiful. We're going to be 74 tonight, 62 in Julian, even pretty crisp there in Ramona, 58 degrees. Let's zoom it on in into the metro area. We've got mainly mid-60s, warm spots, of course, as you get closer to that 70-degree water out in Coronado. It's going to be 69 degrees both downtown and Coronado. High cloudiness associated with some convergence way out in the Pacific. We'll see some of that high cirrus thin stuff that you see when you see the sunset. Might make for a beautiful sky there as we zoom across the country. We do have a soggy south in association with an extratropical low that is moving up in through Mississippi and Florida, but mainly not an eclipse event to look for there. Winds over the next several days, it's going to pick up just a little bit, and we're going to see these winds turn west, and that's going to usher in the marine layer that we're going to get for Monday all the way through to about Thursday before the warm weekend begins. Surf report. 2 to 3 footers, finally, we're getting something to brag about. It's going to be decent in the morning, so head out before noon if you can. It's going to get choppy in the afternoon with a little bit of those increase in waves and in winds, excuse me. Coastal locations, again, low 80s all the way through. This is technically the cool down. And then by the weekend, yep, it's going to get warm again. 87. We might see an isolated 90-degree location there on the beach on Saturday. So next weekend's also going to be a reason to head out into the water. Inland, we've got low 90s, and then this is what we call below, you know, what we've been used to, but still this is above average. This is about 10 degrees above average in the inland valleys, and then we're going to start to dial it up on the weekend. Yes, it's going to be back to 95 degrees hot. We don't think there's going to be a lot of humidity. There is some uncertainty as far as the forecast is concerned when you move it that far out. So it's looking really beautiful, and I'm sure Misha has just a little bit more news for you.
All right. There's a phenomenon happening in the sky tonight, 6:45, the blood moon. So tell us again, what exactly, where do we look?
Right. Look east, where everything rises. Looking east, you're going to see a partial eclipse at first. And, you know, when the sun's setting at about 6:40, the moon's going to be rising at the same time. You're going to see a partial eclipse, and it's going to have red and orange hues to it. And as the moon rises, it'll go into a full eclipse at 7:45. It'll stay in a full eclipse, blood red color, up until about 8:45. It's going to be beautiful, not again until 2033.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's... Oh, and hey, if you want to post pictures of it on our website, please do, fox5sandiego.com. See you at 10.